Let's just dive into Taquito Man's episode.
I'm Brent Davey. I'm 41. I'm based out of Austin, and this is Financial Audit.
That was Crockett.
So what do you do?
Oh, bro. Is that what your pseudonym is? That's a really shitty pseudonym, Mr. Crockett. Really? Davy Crockett? So you chose Davy? Really? I thought you were smart.
You 41-year-old Austin, Texas for a living.
Too many things.
Okay, go on.
I don't even know, really. I'm just like hustling every day, basically.
Okay.
Because I
Like
have been
what?
blacklisted for most jobs.
Whoa.
Why is
I have
that?
a criminal background.
What
What
did
did you do?
I told Governor Abbott on Twitter that I would eat his heart.
That's very sane and not unhinged.
And
Oh
that,
yeah, let me like this.
like solicited a big reaction.
So what happened?
No, really?
I was arrested. I was arrested by 6 DPS agents. They knocked on my door,
Okay.
and I spent 4 days in jail on a terror hold.
Yeah, no, I'm not
Charles
surprised. I think that would be terroristic threats, if I'm not mistaken.
And then that was a misdemeanor B.
Yeah, no, that
terroristic
sounds
threat.
about right. Yeah, no, it is a
sounds
terroristic
way
threat.
worse than it is because I'm not a cannibal, for one. I don't eat hearts. Like, that's a metaphor.
You do?
And,
That's not a metaphor.
The state really wanted to prosecute me. They were thinking about making it a felony for a while, and they just
Okay.
drug it all out for a year.
wonder
and it took a long
What
time.
that would be under.
They actually offered
What was
me.
your actual tweet?
It was, I just checked and I hate you. And then
Okay.
it was, I will eat your heart. And then it was, I just checked and I still hate you. And then
Bro.
at the time, the Texas GOP wanted to secede. I mean, a big chunk of them did. A lot of the segment of leaders in the Texas GOP wanted to secede. It was kind of a big thing. And I said, if you secede, if war breaks out, I know what side I'm on. And that's a civil war.
When was this?
My
This is
God.
2018. So it's been a hot minute.
So what do you mean you've been
And this
blacklisted with a misdemeanor?
was
I
a year ago, so 2023. So he hasn't gotten his shit together in, what is that, 5 years?
apply for jobs and jobs that I'm wholly qualified for.
What were you
Like
doing
what?
at the time? 2018.
Threatening
I
someone?
was not doing anything at the time. I'm a former journalist and publicist and policy analyst. I was writing for the new civilrightsmovement.com.
From what I saw, I
Nothing
only
really
saw
has
one
changed
article.
in the job situation. So are you sure it's because you tweeted this thing?
Well, I'm not sure really. I feel like it might be. You know,
When people get back to you, what do they say when they
I mean-
reject you from a job?
they either say I'm overqualified nicely, which is kind of
Are
sucks.
you
And then
sure?
sometimes I'll be like, yeah, I know, but I
money.
want a job,
No, I hate that
And,
one.
Okay.
I mean, I've done so many things that I'm
Like what?
overqualified for most things. It seems like.
Well, what else do they
Huh?
say?
Well, some say, "Oh yeah, we checked your background." Some actually are required to check your background by law.
And they're worried about a misdemeanor?
Yeah, a misdemeanor B. And I recently, 2 weeks ago now, I got a non-disclosure order from the court here that these criminal justice agencies cannot disclose that, but it's already in the background check systems.
Okay.
So I don't know if that actually helps me or not, but
All right. Well, this is a whole thing. I did not.
yeah, it's
All right.
been
Okay.
complicated.
All right. Well, that must be pretty scary. 41, no career.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of freaked out. My savings are gone.
Oh, jeez.
I'm
Alright.
mostly dependent upon my parents. They pay my rent.
No.
I know. It
Oh my
sucks.
God.
It sucks, but they're really nice. But
Yeah, no.
they pay my.
You know what? Let's just screw it. Let's just go ahead and I got it here. I'm going to go and bring out the bingo card. Because why not? Nothing's hurting. Nothing's better than having a bingo card, at least. Okay, so we got the crazy thumbnail. If you're not aware, it has him with the pacifier. He was. Does that count as being fired? He had I'm arrested. Okay, blames his dead on others. Maybe we'll see. I'm gonna say cope such nervous slap. Nothing about taking from parents, so that's unfortunate.
Rent and they do help a lot, but like most of the things income is just like random research papers, random
Who's paying for that?
strategy briefs, odds and ends here and there. It's not like a real living.
Why?
You know?
I have a lot
Would
of
people go to
questions
you?
about this job situation, but we will get there. Just from your perspective, as honest as you can, how would you describe your financial situation right now?
Bleak AF.
Okay,
Yeah, like it's bad.
fair enough.
Now, what do you mean
Negative
your
money.
savings is now drained? Where was it at some point, and when?
I owned an
Oh,
advertising
it's a piercing.
agency
There you go.
for about 8 years, and it was great. Like I loved it. I'm good at
Okay.
it. And then I got assaulted and my apartment burned down. Things happened, and then I
What?
just kind of gave up.
I don't remember that.
Jeez.
I have seen this before,
And it was
but
great.
I've forgotten so much.
We were earning about $500,000 a year.
Your apartment burned down?
Most of it.
Do you have renter's insurance?
Nope.
First of all, I think that's a
Do you have not having an emergency fund?
I don't know if it was in
Yes, not having an emergency fund caused an emergency. There you go.
2012.
I can't speak on that, but it's
Definitely
like $12
collab, holy
a
shit.
month anyway.
Yeah, I didn't even think about it.
You got assaulted
didn't
at
even-
the same time, and you just mental
And it-
health and
Yeah, I just completely broke down.
I'm really sorry.
Like I just gave it all up. I like referred out all my clients to,
So,
competitors
just
and
gave
friends.
up?
Basically, it was like I
Really?
can't take care of you anymore, and yeah, it was kind of sad. I loved doing
Boy.
it. Like I worked so hard. It was like,
Is that something you'd consider getting back into?
yeah.
Why haven't you?
Yeah.
Well, I went into journalism after that, and that was a whole different chestnut, being a front-facing contributor to a nationally known journal. Like,
Which
I mean,
one?
I was being read by the White House, and my stuff circulated in Congress.
Is it?
And
Did it though?
I tried to
'Cause
make it a little bit
I
funny. but
looked up his name. I don't see any significant stuff. Maybe he got scrubbed because it's like, oh, here's the psycho who threatened to eat someone's heart. But I don't see any of these accomplishments that he's talking about, at least in terms of the writing stuff.
but also serious at the same time.
How much were you paid?
Almost. Well, I was getting paid $15 an article that would take me all day to write and research. But I also had a revenue agreement because I was managing revenue for the publication because I have a tech and advertising background, and I was wearing two hats at the same time in that job. So I was
bragging?
making 10% of the revenue of the publication.
So where was your savings at the time of that horrible incident?
I had about $10,000. Like not
This was
not
Okay.
real,
so this was 11
yeah.
years ago,
Yeah.
and you drained it trying to survive from there.
Yeah. That was the peak of my savings, really.
I have a lot
Okay.
of questions and I have a lot of thoughts as well, especially about the job situation. But we will get there. We need to look at where your financial situation looks today.
Yeah.
We already know your parents pay your rent. What's your rent?
$1,500.
How old's your parents?
Okay, not crazy,
My mom
I
is,
guess.
I think 63.
Not great for someone with no income.
Yeah.
Is it just her?
My dad is about 70 something.
Are they together?
Yeah.
And
Ooh.
they're both, okay, so they're providing as a couple.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is not to shame or anything like that, but how do you feel personally that parents in their retirement age are taking care of you in your very into career age?
Grateful.
Great.
Yeah.
So you don't
Yeah,
feel
Do
any
you
shame?
feel any embarrassment, any shame around
A
it?
little bit, but I know
No
that
shame?
they're capable of it. I
Nothing?
actually like to make money.
Do you feel it
like
So?
enables you at all?
That sounds normal.
Because your rent is taken care of,
Yeah.
you don't have that extra fire under your butt to, go out and get that monies.
Yeah,
Even
he's
if
very
it's something
comfortable.
You're not willing to get.
Maybe. I mean, even I would take any job. I've applied for every job in the city.
Okay,
Have you?
Well, that was a question I was
Yeah.
going to get into. We may as well talk about it now.
Yeah.
What do you mean every job in the city? You mean like a McDonald's cashier?
Yes.
And they'll say no.
Have you?
One Whataburger wanted to hire me, and then I don't know if I could do that. Like, I mean, that's.
What do you mean?
How does
If you're trying to survive, you can. We're just trying to survive.
It wouldn't
I
actually
want
help
you to
me.
be in a better position.
It wouldn't
but
help?
If your
How would it
option
not
right
help?
now is nothing or something, I think
Income is
something,
income.
even if that something's not absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
So you said no.
I, at the time, was also interviewing for another job as a communication director at Texas PTA.
Bro.
So I was like, okay.
Bro, it's a Whataburger. I think they're used to high turnover. It's for like just based on like the nature of the work. If you got the other job, you could just quit afterwards, bro.
Okay, well, I don't know if I can accept this job while I'm interviewing for that job.
Whataburger, you could have come back and said, okay, situation has changed. I want it. They're always hiring.
That's true.
Okay, so every job, no, you haven't actually been applying to every job, have you? You've been applying to jobs that you more want to do, correct?
Well, jobs that I'm qualified for.
Okay,
mostly.
but not jobs that feel like are a step down.
Well, yeah, because
Or
I
a
feel
couple
like I
step
want
downs.
to. I want to accomplish things. I want my
Okay,
career
so
to
you're
move
picking
forward.
and
Like what?
choosing, to be very clear. You're not just applying for every job. There are
Yeah.
jobs that you probably could have gotten.
Well,
I guarantee you there's people working McDonald's or retail or a server or something that have misdemeanors or worse.
I applied for half price books, and I'm a
Okay, so
I'm a
one.
writer. I'm a writerly guy.
Okay,
right?
so one, and it's a bookstore.
So?
They're probably not hiring as much, but one.
What they were. They
He's
were.
gonna talk about
And
how he's an
I even
intellectual
followed up
or
with them. I
something?
went there, and they were like, "Oh, you're overqualified." They're afraid I'm gonna leave.
No, I know, but that's one
Bruh.
place.
Yeah.
That's one place. That's what I want to make clear, is you are very much picking and choosing. I
Yeah,
want you to have the
definitely.
job of the
I don't
dreams, the
feel like
career.
I'm picking and choosing. I feel like the world is picking and choosing for me.
What?
Yeah, but okay. But the jobs that you want, though, the ones that you're applying for, are specifically the ones that you want. And then the one that accepted it at a fast food place, you said no.
Yeah.
To be very clear.
Yeah, I
Okay.
said no. I was interviewing for a different job at the time, and I just thought.
And you
well,
didn't go back to Waterbury.
No.
What I am saying is I want you to have the dream job. I want you to have the career. But in the meantime, while you're working on those, especially in a tougher job market right now, while you're working on those and in a tough industry, you are working at a job you might not love just so you could bring home money.
Yeah.
Bring home money and take care of yourself and not have to rely on parents in their retirement age. Do you know their net worth?
I have a rough idea.
Of
Okay.
I don't want to. I don't think I can disclose.
can you
that.
give? Do you want to give a round, a range, maybe?
Disclose it.
Okay, that's
Bro,
fine.
you can-
I'm not gonna make you say
Okay,
anything you don't.
if you're not aware, maybe it wasn't like as known at this point. Maybe they hadn't come to this agreement. But in any Caleb episode, if there's something that you think should be like off the table, he can edit that out. You just need to ask. It's like he could tell him like the net worth and just be like, "Don't include this in the video," and it would be fine.
I want to say
Yeah.
that's okay. Okay. Can I play like a more than game?
No.
Okay, that's fine. Well, what I'm just
I know that's not fair to the.
no, it's okay. That's okay.
Fair
this is-
enough,
Yeah.
I guess.
Okay. Well,
Is it
let's look at
fair
your
to
checking
be
account. It
taking
started
their
with
money?
$67.
Or you don't try.
Yeah.
Terrifying.
That's almost every month. Like. That's almost.
Well, that's scary. Ended with 800. That's okay.
Yeah.
That's
a little
good.
bit more.
This is
but
all
you
of that
start
from his
almost every month
parents?
with $67.
Or did
Because
he
you're not
actually
willing
earn
to
something?
accept going and getting a job that will accept you, specifically, to be clear.
Well,
You're refusing.
I can only take that much rejection.
No, no.
I can only. One man can only take that much.
Okay. No,
Sounds
you're
like an
being a baby
incel.
when it comes to that.
I don't think so. I'm not a baby.
No, but
I'll
when it
walk out of this interview if you call me a baby.
No, when it comes to that, specifically, yes.
Yeah. I'm not a baby. No, I actually like all my life I've actually had to fight my way into things.
But you said you're not willing to accept that.
It
much
doesn't sound
rejection,
like
so
it.
you're
It
not
sounds like
willing
your
to just
parents are
go
rich enough to
out
take care of
and
you.
work your butt off to get that job.
I already have. I've kicked so much.
Bro.
I've fired Congress people. You know
What?
Like I've kicked.
No,
No.
Okay,
No.
I think you might.
Doubt.
Be
I think
X to
that's
doubt.
what people are afraid of, is that if I go into a job, they're afraid I'm going to be their boss right off the bat because I might be, just because it's my attitude.
The ego.
And I'm smart. And I can boss people.
Oh
I've
my
had a degree in
gosh.
information systems. I've
Bro.
been a journalist. I've been a policy analyst. I've
God.
been an advertising agency.
yeah.
I've built apps.
Well, why will you not accept?
Like, I've done a lot.
Why will you not accept?
Teenagers can build apps as long as you have like the infrastructure to do it. That's not impressive unless if it's like an app that like took off.
The jobs that you feel are slightly beneath you.
Because something.
I'm gonna say be an adult because he's calling him a baby.
Why?
You know,
this is where I'm just trying to get to this mindset. See if we're able to agree on this. If you're not willing to accept the jobs that you feel,
I'm generally not this aggressive on these videos, but with this guy, it feels warranted.
Are slightly beneath you to bring in money, and you're relying on your parents. You do not consider that immature, borderline baby behavior.
No, I don't.
Fair,
I will accept jobs beneath my what I'm expecting, but like,
what are you expecting though? Are you expecting like
it is
CEO?
It is. No, it
and
is.
I don't even know if I could do it. I'm a terrible cook.
But right now, you're relying on you're relying on your parents, though.
I'm not even good at it.
Wouldn't you say that's beneath?
I want to do something I'm good at.
I get you, bro, but dude, beggars can't be choosers.
Yes. Yeah. It is, but there's also
beggars can't be choosers
of being an adult. Yes.
Well, if I screw up a burger, then who's responsible for that? I don't know. I'm not that good at it.
I'm sure you and the teenagers there would be fine. Transfer from PayPal. So that's what's coming in. Is this what's coming in from the parents? PayPal's
parents and whatever odds and ends projects I get. Jobs. Yeah. You know, some research briefs, some strategy briefs, some.
How much do you get for a research brief?
Depends on the client, really.
Okay.
How often does that happen?
A couple times a month.
A couple times?
Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting.
Odds and ends, you know, ride shares every now and
Who's
then.
paying
but
this
I
man?
don't use Lyft anymore. I just do it myself.
You have a car?
Yeah.
Why aren't you just... Well, have you applied to be like an Uber driver or something?
I wrote an expose about Lyft and I'm banned.
Okay, Uber is what I said though.
Uber, I have not tried that one yet, but I don't think my car qualifies for Uber.
What's your car?
It's a 2014 Volkswagen EOS. It's a two-seater. I don't think it...
That's good.
Really? Why do you have a two-seater, bro? He seems like the type. I'm just gonna be honest. Also, he seems like the type to drive a Volkswagen, in my opinion. Maybe I just have a negative opinion of Volkswagen for some reason. I can't imagine why.
I don't think if they would go with
maybe
that.
not. What about Uber Eats?
I haven't tried that one.
The last mile Amazon delivery.
The thing I'm worried about with these models is that I think I don't think it actually makes money. I think the depreciation is actually negative. That's like, I think it comes out negative.
Well, there's thinks and then there's facts. In a lot of towns, you are correct. In small towns. In Austin...
I did Lyft in Chicago and it was negative.
Well, 1 second. In Austin, I know Uber Eats drivers who I've personally met and talked to who are raking in like $80,000 a year. And that is not the amount of depreciation in gas they are taking in their cars.
And repairs and insurance.
And repairs
you have to pay
insurance.
more in insurance.
Bro, 80,000 isn't
crazy. It becomes a whole thing.
It becomes a whole thing. $80,000 is also a thing.
This dude feels so lazy.
Someone else.
That's true. I could probably pull that off.
Okay.
Why am I so angry?
We're getting somewhere.
Angry rat.
Probably do that.
Yeah, you could do that because a lot of people do it. Yeah. There's no reason you wouldn't be able to.
If it works.
And then there's Amazon last mile.
I haven't tried it, but the last time I tried Lyft, it did not work.
I don't know the exact position, but there's Amazon like last mile delivery where like you can go. A lot of people you like sit in a line at a warehouse in your car, and then they go through. They give you packages in a zone, and you just go take it out. You can put them in your trunks. I don't remember exactly what it's called now.
But I can't put. My car's really small. I don't think that would work.
You might be able to get something.
Could you try?
I think you're paid per package.
Could you try literally anything?
I can already see it as a dead end because it's just like my trunk is tiny.
You give up very easily.
Yes,
I like
he does.
To make sure things that I get into work.
Why not see if it works?
Because I don't like to waste time.
Bro, you're wasting time not making any freaking money at all. What are you talking about? You're sitting on your ass feeling sorry for yourself. How is that not wasting time?
Waste of time. Dude, you're gonna kill me over here, please.
I know.
Why? Do you take it seriously? Do you take life seriously?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Is he like
Then
on
why aren't
something?
you going and just working?
It can't be like he's just
Because I've
naturally
applied
like this,
so many
right?
working at a
places.
job that you would be accepted in today.
Please
I
tell
could
me
go
he's
get
not
you a
naturally
job.
like
Go
this.
get me one.
Okay, Whataburger, let's go back.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, so you will accept it if we get it.
If we get it, yeah, I'll put on the orange shirt and I'll f up a burger or two.
Bro, for the love of God, maybe just keep him from getting a job. Just leave him with his parents. I guess his parents made him into who he is. They can just pay for him. It's fine. Don't inflict this man on the public. Just have him sit there in his little cave, crying about how he's not a journalist anymore. Just let him stew. Why am I so angry?
Good. Okay, so then are you saying right after this you're willing to just go apply to a bunch of fast food places, and if they accept you, you will work there?
Yeah.
Good.
Why not? I
Do
mean,
it.
I'm moving in 2 months, so I don't.
Where are you going?
Dallas Fort Worth.
Okay.
I've got more connections there.
Okay. Then why are you in Austin?
What are the
And
connection
rent's
types?
cheaper. Rent's way cheaper there.
Yeah.
You can get a much better spot.
You don't
for,
even pay your own
Probably.
rent, but, yeah.
Maybe. Probably. I mean, Austin's
What are
pretty
the connections
expensive.
you have there?
One of my former clients is the mayor of Arlington.
Okay.
I spent a lot of years there. And well, I mean, that was the first place I moved after college. It's like, kind of feels like going back to roots, I guess. So,
Okay.
You have a place lined up?
I'm looking.
All right. What is that lotto.com?
Yeah, lotto.com.
He's a gambler? I don't remember that.
Millions.
So you gamble a lot.
I spent like $30, something like that.
So let me be very clear.
You make zero money. $30 is a lot.
We're doing lotto.com, lotto.com, lotto.com,
Wow.
lotto.com,
It's donations to the Texas education system.
lotto.com,
No, it's not.
lotto.com.
If you did that, you'd do it directly.
Lotto.com.
Okay, this is way more than 30.
Some of that's because I won about $800 a long time ago, so I'm just using
Lotto.com.
that, but,
So we
yeah.
had
It
that
doesn't
many
matter.
Lotto.coms. Yet you are accepting rent from your parents.
Yeah.
You are gambling. Do you not accept that as childish behavior?
Kind of.
Thank you.
Kind of is. Yeah.
Are you willing
It's a little
to
bit.
like mature
Just a
beyond
teensy
that?
little
Would you
bit.
say, well, first I wanna get to a mental health thing first. Would you consider you have a gambling addiction?
Mental health.
Oh no.
Okay.
No.
Okay, so it's more you're just doing it for fun.
Yeah. It's just like I like to
Okay.
see if the numbers hit. It's
Then
like I'll put,
stop.
If you want to see a gambling addiction, look into a man named Boss Man Jack. I guess it's ironic that I'm mentioning this because he calls the people who talk about him rats. So, guess a rat's talking about Boss Man Jack.
$5
Then
on
stop.
it.
Because this makes no sense. You have no money. You have no savings. You have no retirement. Your parents are paying for your rent. Why are you gambling money that you don't have?
Just for the entertainment.
No, so we're not doing it anymore, correct?
Okay.
Oh yeah, I would never do it.
Something about this guy's like,
And then
I don't want to sound like a freaking hippie, but there's something about this like guy's vibe or energy that's just like, I'm like so angry. And I don't know why. I'm generally not like this, I swear.
and tidy.com and Bearwis and Alamo and something finance loan
wait,
and
rental?
eBay, Uberin, Buzzmill Coffee, Uberin, Apple Bill of some kind. The lottos are popping in and out of all these as well. Prime Video something, Aunt Trier Plan, Alamo Draft House, OnlyFans, Uber.
Oh, it said like rental.
E-renter plan, that's renter's insurance.
Okay,
good.
okay.
I'm happy you have
Yeah.
that.
Because I was
Very
gonna
happy
say
you have
that didn't look like Alamo Draft House because it seemed like there was. Oh well.
We can decross
Yeah,
that.
that's the probably the only good one on there.
eBay, DoorDash, 7-Eleven purchases for like $6. I doubt that's gas.
That's usually taquitos.
The origin, the moment that it happens, the moment that we get introduced to taquitos, the meme-ish type thing that Caleb uses to describe going into a gas station and buying things that you don't need. Taquitos.
They're so cheap.
They're so cheap you don't have money.
Well,
Bro,
you have to
you could
eat
probably
something.
Oh no, he's
don't
doing
pull
the
that
thing.
with me.
You have
I've
to.
had
a
this
taquito.
crap.
A taquito
You
is.
don't need 7-Eleven taquitos
Oh,
to be
gosh.
your daily caloric intake. You can get something cheap from the grocery store.
Yeah.
You can, but it's actually kind of cheaper.
It is not
No, it's not. You can get like a package of those that it's cheaper.
cheaper for the amount of crap that you get at a taquito for
Yeah.
$6.
If you're just one person living alone,
No,
it
it
kinda
Bro.
You
is.
get meal
It
prep.
kinda
My goodness, it
is.
is not. It is.
Bro, you were complaining about the depreciation on a car of why you can't drive Uber. And you just want to get individual taquitos instead of like a package? Bro, you choose weird things to be selective about, or to try to be efficient on. I'm just saying. It's just anything that gets you to do less work. I just,
It is a.
Have you seen the price of eggs?
It kind of is. What is it?
Bro.
Have you seen
Wow.
the price of eggs and bacon?
You don't go buy eggs.
yeah, just be
Don't
selective.
buy eggs.
You get something cheaper.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You
what?
could be getting ramen for like 30 cents.
Yeah, I'm 41 years old. I'm not eating ramen.
You're 41 years old. Your parents are paying for rent. You can have
And
ramen.
they're happy for me
Yeah.
to eat a taquito
Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh, if they are, your parents made you who you are, and that's unfortunate.
instead of ramen.
Embarrassing and Amazon.
How?
yeah.
And it's
what's
probably
the-
just as bad for you too. What's the point? Just eat the freaking ramen. Put it in your stupid mouth.
Jackalope.
Oh, Jackalope is this bar on Riverside.
Great.
It's not that good.
Great.
I only went there once or twice.
Great.
I'm not.
Taquitos,
You have alcohol spending on here?
Amazon, Prime
No.
Video, Amazon, Whataburger,
Yeah.
Fredo. Heart and
Freaking
Soul.
Taquito Man. I'm getting like so mad over Taquito Man, and I really shouldn't. But I swear there's something about him that just like gets under my nerves in like a way that I can't describe.
Better Days, Uber Trip, eBay, Bearwise, Amazon, Cash Corner, Loans of Texas, Austin, Golden Goose, OnlyFans, the Cash Corner again, DoorDash, those
Freaking
so many
OnlyFans.
lottos, and Taridi
Oh my
thing that
gosh.
popped up again. I don't know how to pronounce that. Some finance.
This is the original Taquito Man episode because the new Taquito Man episode comes out on Monday. So I'm trying to get like hyped and refresh my memory since it's been a while since I've seen the Taquito Man episode, and I forgot that he was kind of a gambling addict. So that's fun. I also forgot that I thought that I know that he had threatened to kill someone, but I forgot that he had threatened to eat their freaking heart because he's that much of a little deranged on the Twitters.
Loan, OnlyFans again, eBay, Postmates, eBay, Starbucks, parking. CC
Well, that
Pizza.
was for jury.
CC?
Pizza.
Parking that was for jury duty. And
Okay.
I've already
that.
and it's a service. You have to do it, and it's
You know what you
good,
don't
it's
have to do?
important.
Taquitos.
I actually reopened up the courts in
Taquitos.
Austin, so that happened.
Did you?
Reopened up.
Did you? I don't believe you. Freaking egomaniac.
The courts in Austin.
Taquitos and an awesome bill and National Review for $70. Then Atlantic.
Well, that's important. I'm gonna stay informed.
Staying informed is good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you can listen to NPR for free.
No,
The Atlantic.
the stories on NPR aren't getting a lot of issues right.
The Atlantic.
Can't you just look shit up? Oh, look, it's his real name. His pseudonym is Brent Davy instead of Brent Crockett. Very, very clever, Davy Crockett.
Yeah, the Atlantic. I could
Marble
take or leave
Spoon,
that.
Netflix, and the Atlantic.
The Atlantic.
This is so much
Atlantic
crap,
is-
and we
I
can
would agree
excuse
with
two of
that.
them. The parking for jury duty and the renter's insurance, which is
And
fantastic.
Atlantic. I already canceled that one.
Good.
Okay,
Well,
good.
dude, you're blowing all your money when you don't have money. You can't take care of your own life. You start your
Yeah,
checking
you
accounts with
can't.
nothing. You refuse to get a job that will accept you, like the Whataburger job that did accept you, and then you decided not to do it
Well, I
because
had a
you're
Yeah.
reason. I mean, in my head, I had
but
a
you could have
a
gone
reason.
back and got it. They're
I don't
always
know.
hiring.
Oh my
Maybe.
gosh.
Dude, there are people with felonies working in fast food. I promise you could do it with a
Yeah.
misdemeanor B.
Yeah.
They're desperate to hire right now. If any industry is desperate to hire, it is service.
And how long do you think I'm gonna last there?
What does that mean?
With your attitude, hopefully not that long for the sake of the other employees.
In
And
terms
the
of get fired, or
customers.
you existing?
Yeah, until
Imagine being a customer where the employee is the Karen. Is that possible? The employee Karening the customer?
I like raise an issue and then.
Well, if you decide to be a big boy and take care of yourself, you'll last there for a while.
Mm-hmm. Maybe.
What is maybe?
I just know somebody's going to be like, "Oh, you think you're a smart kid," and I am. I have a degree in information
Oh
systems.
my
So if I
gosh.
see a way to
No one
improve something,
cares.
I'm going to suggest it, and
Why
then
have
they're
you brought
going
up this degree in
they're
information systems that no one cares?
Yeah, no one cares.
We
What
don't
did I
care.
spend that time on, man?
Yeah.
What?
Run away! Run
Why do I
away!
have a degree in information systems if nobody cares?
We don't. No, we don't
Why do I
care.
even have it?
We don't.
Should I go back to Texas Tech and just give it back to my professors? Be like, nobody gives a shit.
That's not what is going to determine.
Here's the first job that I applied for in Austin. Job I'm wholly qualified for, overqualified for.
Oh,
I wanted
are
to
you?
work for the city, and it was
Oh,
called
God,
the
please
Office
no.
of Design and Delivery. Odd. Okay, it's in this municipal building downtown, old library. Just gorgeous mid-century stuff.
Would you trust this man to be in government? We already have enough bad people in government. We don't need more.
Okay, I go in there.
Can you lean into the microphone?
Oh, yeah. I go in there, and it's near Christmas, and they're having a gingerbread bake-off competition.
So?
And they want me to judge
What's
it.
this have to do? What?
And
Why?
I'm on an interview. This is what happens when you're famous, okay? Weird shit like that. And I'm like, I'm not really...
This is why I get angry. This is why I get angry. I swear. Oh my gosh. What the hell? You're not famous. Bro, your 15 seconds of fame, because it was on Twitter, was threatening to eat the governor's heart. You're not famous in a good way, bro. People don't like you.
interested. I'm not interested in gingerbread. I want to work on product. I want to work on the city's website.
Oh my
They don't hire
gosh,
me because
bro.
they think I'm too intense, you know? And maybe I am.
Yes, they tried to do you. They were probably checking to see if you can like interact with people like a normal person, or at least pretend to. And you couldn't do that because you're like, oh, I'm too important to be judging the gingerbread contest. What is wrong with you?
Yeah, because that's
we're
the
both
background.
intense.
That's the background I come from. You know, I'm used to delivering for my clients, and that's the
gosh.
advertising agency background. That's polemics. That's policy. Like I like to deliver. You know?
Oh my gosh.
I wanted to work for the city.
Thank God you
redeveloping the city's
didn't.
website, and it was called the Alpha Project. And you know what? They spent more than $1 million on that project. Never
So?
delivered anything. And
Sounds like
Office of
government.
Design and Delivery no longer exists as an entity because
Okay.
I made sure of it. 'Cause I'm
What?
vindictive.
Okay.
You know?
What did you do? What could you have possibly have done? How did you specifically take out this department? Maybe it's because they didn't deliver on that project, so they got cut. I don't see how this is a you thing.
You don't hire me and you don't deliver, I'll take it right out of the city's budget.
Well, yeah. I mean, okay, I think I followed that.
Does that make sense? You know,
Freaking
I think that's part of my
egomaniac.
personality. Like when I get worked up anyway, like usually I'm like a free spirit, you know?
Hey, we're both intense.
No.
It's okay. I'm not judging you.
Doubt.
I'm very intense.
Yeah.
Haven't you heard my voice get all squeaky?
Yeah.
It's okay.
You get stressed out.
Oh. The reason I bring it up is because having a degree and just like flaunting it, it doesn't.
Bro, you need to. Have you seen the advertisement? Let me go through that again because that's you got to see this.
I can only take that much rejection.
You're being a baby when it comes to that.
I don't think so. I'm not a baby.
So we know this part, right?
Why will you not accept the jobs that you feel are slightly beneath you?
Because something better is going to come along and I just know it. You don't even have a business degree.
He's a pirate now. He's resorted to piracy.
A business degree
Yes.
to learn how to not spend money you don't have.
You're a little pussy.
Okay.
Look at
You're
him.
afraid of me.
Yes.
Sam is a pussy. Put that in the thumbnail.
Okay. So do you want to
Freaking
have the
deranged.
podcast?
You're a failed musician that's just picking on people that are having trouble.
Why don't you show me who you really are?
Oh my gosh.
Are you that retarded?
And he's using gamer words. But yeah, in the community post, Caleb said that he had to hire security. He's that bad. He's that unhinged. This man is unhinged.
Put you above anyone else. People who graduate college I don't know the exact statistic, but the majority of people go to college. This isn't something very exciting, but you've like flashed it a couple times. Like, I have a degree in information science.
I'm so smart.
Yeah,
It doesn't matter.
it kind of does to me.
Okay, so it's exciting to you, but in the real world,
it actually does matter. Like, I've accomplished a lot of things with it.
but because of the degree or because of yourself?
Oh, both. Like, I am.
Oh my
I think it's
gosh.
both.
Okay.
I think it's both. Like, I learned a lot at Texas Tech. I took a lot of science, and
Are
I
you
learned
using
a lot
it?
of code. I learned systems analysis, and like, yeah. I thought
Buzzword,
it was really important.
buzzword.
Okay. If you got a lot of your college experience, that's great.
Yeah, a lot of people don't. It kind of depends on what you. That's what it is. It depends on how focused you are on it. Some people just do it for the grade. Like, I like to do it so I learn something.
Oh my gosh.
That's why I study.
Okay. So we'll move on. What is your savings look like today? Is there any?
I don't have any. Nothing left, man. It's bad.
Okay. I'm gonna say basically no retirement.
Going to Cancun, so I will send you pictures. I'm going skydiving. Yeah, no, I finished all my emails, so I will see you for dinner.
Anything in like a Roth IRA, any kind of retirement?
No.
Does that scare you?
Oh yeah.
Do you have any
I'm coming
siblings?
up on there. I have one sister, but we haven't spoken in years.
I can't imagine why. Is she like normal? Or at least doesn't want to be around you?
When terrible situation, none of us want to think about it, keeps me up at night when I think about my own parents, but when the parents eventually do pass away, is that money just going to you? Do you feel you have a free ride?
Probably.
I don't know. We haven't talked
Yes.
about it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So they haven't talked about their will and what the
No.
plans are for their estate.
No.
And of course, I don't even know what the context of their wealth could be.
Yeah,
We could be talking like, oh, they're wealthy because they have over $1 million, or oh, they're wealthy because they have like over $50 million. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, it's not that much. But
Oh, okay.
no.
So
Yeah, no, I need to start earning and saving. Like, that's the big thing. And I need a career that's commensurate to my abilities, and so I can get back on track,
I agree with that. Are you willing
yeah.
to work in the meantime a job that is not career driven?
Yeah, I mean, that Uber
No,
Eats,
he's
that
not.
might work.
Okay.
That might work.
Cool.
Whataburger might be fun, but I don't know how long I would last there because it's just like, I know how I am.
Yeah,
think
you'd probably
anyone
scare
likes
away
it.
customers.
This is especially cooking burgers. But
Yeah, right?
do you have any debt?
Don't go to Whataburger for the burgers. If you go to Whataburger for the burgers, you're doing it wrong. You go there for the chicken. It's a chicken place. Their chicken's great.
I have a couple of short-term loans that I took out.
Payday?
They're like, they send you a check in the mail, and it's usually like 30% APR up to 100% APR. They're bad, and they're, I have about like $3,000 in them, I think.
Oh.
Yeah.
No.
It's not good. It's really not good. It hurts. It hurts. I was like, I just get this check in the mail, and I'm like, oh, I could maybe like go to a show and make some music, or find a musician partner and develop an album, because I've also
Now you're a musician? What? I do not remember that either. What?
had a background in music. One of my clients was a music school. I started with my piano and guitar teacher, and
Oh, you're all
Oh
over
my
the place.
god.
see, this is my thing. It's like I have like major. I can almost not do the same thing every day because I'm like, in advertising, I was like,
Oh
I
my
have all these clients in
gosh.
all these different spaces, and I'd like to just focus on one a day, and then that one a day, and that one a day. And in journalism, it's kind of the same thing. You
Oh
get
my
a new
gosh.
story every day, and you just dive into it and explore every little facet of it and how it applies to law and sociology and personalities and politics. and it's just something new all the time, and that's kind of
Sure.
just how I
guess.
am. Like, I have to have something new going on.
So this debt,
Yeah.
why did you take it out?
I wanted to develop an album and meet a musician that could
Why?
help me develop an album.
Oh my
Pretty
gosh.
much. I'm
Oh
playing
my
open
gosh.
mics, you know. You don't get paid for them. You usually go and you get maybe a
Wait,
drink
up
ticket.
to 100% interest on it.
And it was, yeah, they just send you a check in the mail.
I'm gonna count that as
Like,
payday
monthly
loans.
payments,
Screw
do
it.
you know?
They're
Are
usually
you
about
paying
100.
them?
Yeah, I'm paying them. And it'll be paid off like soon, I think.
Yeah, but if you're paying 100% interest for a $3,000 loan,
It's 'cause mommy and
up
daddy
to
are paying
100%,
for
you
it.
could be paying
It takes-
$6,000 back.
What do you make?
Oh, well, no, they're short
That's
term. They're
like
like
you
6
make.
months. So
I know, but you could be
yeah.
doing, if it's 100% interest, you could be doing.
It's 100% APR, so it's usually like you get a check for like $800 and then you end up paying about $1,050.
Are you still doing these? When was the last one you've taken out?
About like early March. Like I think it was early. No, it was
March.
late,
This is
late February, early March.
April.
Yeah, it hurts. It's like I just get these checks and I'm like, man,
We all get them. We all get them.
does everyone get those?
Yeah, dude, they're like spam. Don't you get them? Yeah, everyone gets them.
Huh.
Yeah,
I've never noticed them.
I just deposited them. I was like, because I'm not making anything, so
Oh, that doesn't mean we
Crazy.
borrow at 100%.
yeah, that's crazy.
And that means you don't borrow.
It's not good.
Unless if you have
It's not
some
good.
reason
Does your
to that's
car
gonna
have
pay
that?
off.
Or is it paid
It's
for?
got about 9,000 on it.
That's debt. Okay, 9,000 at what interest rate?
And it was like a
It's not
2014 or
bad.
something?
It's like 14.
Bro. What does he think good is? What does he think bad is? Bro.
I had to chuckle at the not bad part of that. That's terrible.
Oh, it's not that bad. Yes. Yes. We're getting close. Like a bunch of them. We just need like 2 things and then we got this.
Yeah, well,
That's vomit.
for a normal person with a normal career. Yeah, you're right.
Yes. Yes.
It's
No,
not
that's very bad.
good.
9,000. Well, loan repayment plan, minimum monthly payment, stuff like that. What's the date?
270.
So it's probably like 72 months.
270 or 280, something like that. Yeah,
Okay.
It's probably like 70 month.
I think
72
so.
months.
I'm not sure.
Let me silence my phone. I apologize.
I don't know why.
Credit cards?
One Capital One.
How much is on it?
About 700. Not too bad.
Okay. Did you spend on it when you had a balance?
20 to 30%.
Say yes.
I think so. I think it's about like 18%. Yeah.
Any other debt? Because those are debts. Do you have student loans?
Yeah.
Texas Tech?
No student loan.
Okay.
When I went to Texas Tech,
That's
it was
unfortunate.
$4,000 a semester.
Oh, that must be nice.
Yeah, I know. That was beautiful. And I was actually like making as a student programmer in application development while running the satire newspaper. At the same time, I was making the equivalent, inflation adjusted, about $35 an hour as a student. And I was coding. I was in application development on the persistent session login system. We were doing. It's like Facebook.
Again, I
Connect.
apologize. It's just there's something about this guy that just like rubs me the wrong way. Like every time he's talked, that's just
Or Microsoft Connect, you know, where you can go between different sites in the university's website systems and have the same login. It was really wonderful stuff. We were basically copying like the big players, you know.
I want to get
Oh, you're
you
copying what everyone
as someone
else
who
does?
wants to root for you and cheer for you.
Yeah.
I want to get you to the point where you are excited and celebrating the future instead of just always the past and what has been accomplished. I want us to be like, yeah, things are about to just
He lives
go
in the past.
Go gangbusters. Oh, yeah. Totally. Yeah. I mean, I'm usually like that. I try to approach every day like that. Like, I try to.
He's delusional, and I don't mean that in a way that's meant to be insulting.
that
Yeah, no,
kind of
he is
energy.
literally delusional.
You walked in here happy. Hopefully you walked out happy. We'll see. You almost walked out there for a second.
I think he
Tell me my
literally
shoe
is
doesn't matter.
something's going on with this man.
I mean,
It's
I don't know what.
All right. So
Maybe it's just a lot of entitlement, but
never mind.
something's up with this man.
Any other debt, please.
I think that's it, man. I think that's all.
Well, that's a lot for someone who doesn't pay for the rent.
Yeah.
So what are you gonna do? Are you just doing minimum monthly payments with until they're paid off with these side hustles?
Yeah, pretty much. That's been what I've been doing. But what I need is actually like to have a salary again. I like,
oh my
and if I have to
gosh.
like start an advertising agency again, I mean, I don't know if I have 80 hours a week in me because I'm kind of exhausted. But
From what?
I guess I could do it. I don't know.
Are you
I'm
taking
looking for
something? What? Why?
salaried role. It's commensurate to my abilities, basically.
I know.
That'd be nice.
You probably have a resume gap that worries some.
Actually, that's
Oh,
true.
yeah, I think so. I mean, they also
Yeah,
really.
yeah, he's exhausted from flaunting his degree. Yeah, because that it's just got to keep on doing that. Talk about his accomplishments, his supposed accomplishments of firing politicians.
know like how much I was doing for my clients.
Doesn't like everyone do that if they just vote against the incumbent and the incumbent doesn't win? Didn't you? Anyone who did that? Didn't they fire them too? It's not just you, bro.
It's like they look at my advertising agency, Stay Frank, and they don't really see how much we were doing. I think
Bro.
because it's not like a big name anymore. I shut it.
Bro, did you just give the name of your company? Wait, I think he sold it or something. Because, dude, did you not see that you're not going to be that popular? And now it's going to probably get review bombed to shit.
Down,
Oh my
you know,
gosh.
it's not even there. And they're like, does this company even exist? I have portfolio examples, but they don't really know how much legwork we did on the PR side, on the communication side. They think that that was just like a web development company. It wasn't. It was a PR digital like full service shop.
How
Do you
in
have
interviews?
any evidence?
I feel like I do pretty
Caleb, you've met him. You know how he does in interviews. Look. It's just like the ego is off the charts.
right. Like I engage. I used to sell, I used to sell
Oh my gosh.
projects to really important people. So I go into interviews and I look at it like I'm developing a client, kind of. Like okay, what do you need? And how can I deliver?
Do you do the me thing that a lot of people do? Like, I'm so good at this. I'm so good at this.
That's what he's doing right
I ask
now.
more questions and I try to figure out who had this role before me. Is this a new role? What are you trying to accomplish strategically? And then I try to give hints of how I might help.
Good.
By the way, if you hear like any jingling in the background, that's my cat having the zoomies.
That's how I used to sell business, in the advertising world. Yeah.
I'm not going to lay out a full plan because I can already tell it won't.
Yeah, it'd be wasting your time.
What is very clear, though, what I would do in general is I would just go get a job today. I would start driving Uber Eats today. It's going to, it takes a few days for you to be accepted into the thing, but I would immediately do that. I would also just go work 1 billion hours a week.
I'll have to tell her you said hi.
Every moment that you're not sleeping. So I can pay off the $700 as quick as possible. Pay off the $3,000 as quick as possible, then pay off the $9,000 as quick as possible. Because all those interest rates are disgusting.
Yeah.
Vomit.
Yeah.
Terrible,
I can't
especially
keep
the 100%. So I would do that all as soon as possible. I don't know if you're going to do that because, I don't know if you're willing to work 80 hours a week at a place like Waterburg because you feel like it's slightly beneath you. And for your experience, correct, technically, but just so we can start getting some money in and take care of the situation you've put yourself in.
Yeah.
That is where that's just where it's like.
I don't know if he got fired for the terroristic threats thing. He got arrested.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
I think he might have been self-employed
Uber
at the
Eats
time,
does
though.
sound doable,
I'm not sure.
I think I would actually last there too. I wouldn't get into have any personal interactions that just grate on me or anything like that. Because you're just driving.
What about every once in a while where you deliver a $120 order, you walk away and you realize there was no tip because you don't find out afterwards?
Well, that happened a lot in Lyft when I was driving Lyft too, and you just take it. You're just like, oh God. Damn.
Okay, he said he wrote a hit piece on Lyft. Was he just retaliating? Was that might be another reason why people don't want to hire you.
I did a Jimmy John's.
It's just it sucks. It just sucks.
Yeah, it does. Okay, cool.
Unless if you were like a legit whistleblower,
There's
but this
no
guy
one to
doesn't give me
explode
that
to.
vibe.
Well, there is. I mean, there's videos of people like knocking on the door of people. Either way, I just want to make sure you don't find yourself into that situation. So that's personally what I would do. And then while you're doing that, also being applied to any and every single little job that's in your thing, which I assume that is closer to what you're doing. However, you said you're also afraid of rejection, or you can only take so much rejection. And I counter that with saying, fuck and just do it.
Yeah.
Because you need
Grit
to
and
get a
bear it.
job.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean,
Like, rejection sucks. We all hate
the
it.
weird thing is,
I get rejected on Hinge Premium Plus Extra every day.
Damn it. I should have put like Caleb calls himself fat / like, because he doesn't make the Hinge jokes as much as he used to, but he used to make the Hinge jokes a lot. And now he's kind of doing like the I need a girlfriend jokes again, but not as much as he used to.
I had never been rejected from a job in my 20s, ever. Like, every job I ever
Lucky?
applied for, I got because I'm kind of convincing and engaging, and, you know, I'm good at a lot of
Oh my gosh! I hate this man! I think it's the bragging. It might be the bragging. I don't know. It's just, oh my gosh. There's just something about him that gets on my last nerve.
things. And now it's just like, I'm getting like rejections that don't make any sense.
We're in
You
an
know what I
interesting
mean?
job market right now, though.
Yeah, it's bizarre. It's weird.
Different. I mean, job markets are always changing, so I would just be aware of that as well. I wouldn't necessarily take it as personally.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. Rejection sucks.
Yeah, that's what I would do. Do Uber Eats 80 hours a week.
They can be
I think that's a lot of
demoralizing.
good
Something like
idea.
that. Just
Yeah.
But
work
still.
anytime you're not sleeping, and that's it. I would cut back. I would not gamble once. I would cancel all the OnlyFans subscriptions.
No
and
more taquitos.
I would cancel all subscriptions, and that's not internet essentially. I would not go to any more bars. I would not eat unless, like, you have a
Groceries?
significant other or a date that pays for it, or you're just having free stuff at the park on walks and stuff like that. No
Yeah.
more spending money on fun until the 100% interest rate is gone. 100%.
And bro, you're in Austin. There's a lot of like free like festivals and stuff. At least there used to be. I'm not sure about nowadays.
Open mics don't feel like just fun. I feel like I'm working towards something.
Yeah, don't pay though. Just don't pay.
Yeah.
You have to pay to be a part of them.
Not usually.
Okay,
I mean,
don't buy
Then
a drink.
don't.
Don't buy nachos.
I just get like a Lone Star.
No.
No.
Get a water. Get a water. All your money, well, you're in the fortunate situation of your parents taking care of your rent. Every single cent that is not going to pay the minimum monthly payments and your insurance and anything like that is going to paying this. I would only do $300 on groceries and no food outside of that. And you can
Yeah,
do that because
fair
many
enough.
people on the show have done that who live in Austin. So I know for a
Yeah.
fact you can, as one person.
Yeah, it doesn't sound too bad.
I'm terrified for you, man.
People have done 200, I
I'm
think.
terrified, and I don't know what to say. I want to lay out a full plan. I only lay out full plans when I have any inkling that they might do it.
Yeah.
I'm not feeling that right now. So what I'm afraid of is
Well, I don't need OnlyFans. Like, that's easy to cancel. Lotto, I can cancel. I don't know if I can cancel taquitos, but that's harder.
that's where
Being honest, I don't know if I can do it.
I accept that might be hard. But if this is what scares me. If we're at a point in life where we're not even willing to cut out taquitos from 7-Eleven to slightly
Yeah.
better our lives, then there is no hope.
I don't think it's gonna make a
There's no hope.
difference.
It's gonna make a difference because
Bro, everything
guess
makes a
what?
difference.
Spending the hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars you did eating out, getting drinks, getting taquitos a month, if that was going extra towards the debt, it'd be gone quicker.
Okay.
And
You want to know when it doesn't make a difference? When you're a freaking millionaire. And then that's just like barely a percent of anything. So yeah, if you get to like a certain level of wealth, then it doesn't matter. But if you're just If you literally don't have a job, everything matters.
And once that's done, you can start putting money towards retirement.
Salami and bread and ramen.
Yes, until you're out of the crap.
Sounds crazy.
It sounds like you're
Do peanut butter and jelly, hot dog,
That
whatever.
Sounds crazy. Like
It sounds like you're taking care of your life, your
I don't
future.
think so, man. I don't like that's like a minuscule expense. I could see absolutely cutting down on.
You were talking. You were talking about the depreciation on a car, meaning that you can't use Uber. You little excuse-making shit.
Sure, but see how many green lines around here? Green lines, green lines, green lines. Those are all your minuscule expenses. They're everything, and they add up.
Yeah.
Especially because you don't budget. I know you don't budget.
Oh, I barely look at it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I barely look at it.
Minuscule expense when you started with $67.
I need to take a breath.
You just can't afford this crap, and this is what else to even say? If you won't even accept that, there's like nowhere where we can go.
Well, do you you just want me to tell you that I'm just gonna eat bologna sandwiches and ramen?
No,
Okay,
I wish.
that's what I'll do.
I wish no, because I don't want you to lie. But I wish that the situation was a wake up call, and that's why I usually go so extreme to make sure it's a wake up call. But
you're trying to like scare the
yeah. But you clearly don't care about the future of your life enough for it to matter.
Yeah.
No, I do.
No, not enough to cut out taquitos.
Not enough to cut out taquitos. You're correct.
So you don't care then?
Oh my
that's
gosh.
like something that
I don't think the value of my life depends on cutting out taquitos and eating a bologna sandwich. I don't think that's the difference
Oh my
maker.
it's the
gosh.
sacrifice. It is because of all these green lines.
It is.
This is why taquitos became a thing.
You got a good point. Like I
Because
can
you're so
definitely cut
fixated
down.
on it.
How can you say I don't think it is when mathematically it literally is?
You haven't proven to me mathematically that taquitos are the difference maker, but
Taquitos is the example of you going out and spending all this extra money on crap.
okay.
It's not just taquitos.
it's symbolism. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. I'm talking all the eating out, all the drinks and taquitos. Yes. That mathematically
drunk
makes
now?
a massive difference.
I swear, there's something just seems very off. Like, I hope I'm not picking on someone just because of like uncontrollable, like mental illness or something. But I swear, something's going on with this guy, and I wouldn't be surprised if it was like alcohol or something either, because he keeps on going out to bars too.
You are Americans' retirement summarized, sir. Oh. So essentially, if you don't get anything from your parents in any way, because maybe they do the retirement plan where they just drain down, by the time they're retired, because they just withdraw at a point where by the time they pass, it isn't much, because that's what the vast majority of people do.
Yeah.
Most people have a massive nest egg that they can withdraw 3% a year on, let it sustain, and then pass it on.
Right.
So at that point, you will be relying on whether or not Social Security exists by the time you retire.
Well, I'm banking on getting a commensurate job to my salary, and
How?
that's really
what
that's the
is
difference
the
maker
plan?
to me.
Just like you use the Lotto app, you are gambling on your future.
Yeah.
I hope it's not a gamble. It better not be.
Technically, it is.
Banking on getting.
I'm banking on. I'm counting on it.
Yeah.
It better not be a
You're
gamble.
gambling
Is that not
on your future.
gambling?
It better not be a gamble.
Taking it
I
in
better
your
not
hands,
be a
cutting
gamble.
down on all this
Bro,
stuff. And
even
going and
even if there's a slight % chance of failing, I'd still call that technically a gamble. You might be like almost guaranteed, depending on some things. Still, you can call that a gamble
getting a
if you
job
want
right now
to.
that might feel beneath you.
See, you're repeating these things, but
Like going outside and gambling that it's not going to rain on me.
I know, and
it's
yet
like-
it doesn't seem to seek in at all.
you're not really like seeing it yet.
Huh?
You're not
What?
really seeing it yet.
What am I not seeing?
Seeing what?
You're not seeing what I've already agreed to. You're still like doing this like you're a baby bit, and that's
'Cause
the
you
bit,
are.
I get it.
It's
Like,
not a
I get
bit.
the show. I mean, that's the show. That's why people watch.
Well,
And
I call out
hope-
what I
hope
see.
everyone can feel better.
Why did you go on this show? It sounds like you've seen it. It seems like you got an idea of how things go. Why did you come on here? Did you think that, oh, poor little innocent man only threatened to eat someone's heart, so he shouldn't be blacklisted. We should give him a journalist job right now. Is that what he thought? Did he think this was a networking opportunity? Do you think that people would just think that he's the victim? What is the point of this?
about their position.
It's not going to change.
It's not about that.
That's the value. That's most of your commenters.
That's not the value. A lot of people do get enjoyment out of it. The value is so that they don't make the same mistakes, and people in your situation don't. It can hopefully improve their situation.
Yeah.
People that are in your situation or are getting into your situation.
Right.
And the reason I say baby, I do not call everyone baby, not even close. But when people are acting immature, that's when I, as a forward person with barely any filters, call it as I see it.
All my filters got deactivated for this episode.
I refuse to be mean to be mean.
I do too.
Yeah, good.
I do too.
So that's why I call it.
I get the bit of your show. Like, it's not that unique. It's not that amazing. It's not that impressive.
Why did you come on here?
Like, I get your routine. You're like Dave Ramsey, but you trump it up into like Chef Ramsey. It's like a combination. It's actually pretty cool.
I mean,
like, I get the bit.
You're not wrong.
That
for once.
Real quick. Yeah. You went from it's not that good to it's really cool.
I mean, it's just a combination of different personalities.
I mean, he's what?
Because you called me a baby, and if you call me a baby, I'm gonna critique you because I'm a critic too. We're the same.
Oh my gosh!
I did?
Yeah.
I said we're both forward. I don't know.
Yeah. Well,
I won't go there.
Okay.
Oh my gosh!
Again, will you just? I want this. I want to push back on the baby thing just one more time and just see if you're able to acknowledge this. If you, as a 41-year-old man, is not willing to cut back on taquitos, would you not consider that a childish move?
I think that you drawing the line at taquitos is going to make you look silly.
You think so?
I do.
Let us know.
I think it will. And you can email me at
Thank God.
gmail.com and let me know too.
Okay. Thank God they bleeped that for your sake. Otherwise, you'd get so many emails. So many.
Please be nice to him if you do that. That's please be nice to him.
Yeah. I'd be happy to hear from everyone.
No.
Okay,
sincerely.
Nice to him.
I've gotten hate mail. I've gotten threats from the Proud Boys and neo-Nazi gangs. I have been through so much actual shit.
Maybe,
it doesn't
but
really hurt me that much. I've gotten hate mail.
I don't want you to get hurt. I want you to do better. And that's
famous,
man. I don't know why you're taking this in such a negative way.
Well, I guess he's infamous now because people are like, "Oh, it's Taquito Man. It's that guy who's freaking crazy and won't give up taquitos."
I am showing the negative situation of your situation.
Right. That's the negative situation. Yeah,
and then what can be done to improve it? Yet you are taking it as an insult versus like,
baby
hey, we can
is
just do
kind
this.
of an insult. That's
okay.
Well, why are you so fixated on this?
Immature.
I don't think I'm that immature. I think taquitos are perfectly fine.
Yeah, but not being willing to cut back to better your life.
For $3, dude. You can't eat
that you do every other day.
Oh my gosh.
You can't eat cheese.
Not willing to cut.
Oh my
the
gosh.
action of not willing to cut back to improve your life when you don't have a retirement, when your 60-year-old, 70-year-old parents are taking care of your rent. You do not consider that immature.
Well, I'm grateful for them. Like, and they understand
that's
position.
awesome that you're grateful, but you don't consider that immature that you're not taking care of yourself.
You?
Not willing to cut back in order to take care of yourself. Leaning on others in order to take care of
yourself.
What if you cut back?
Nobody is actually that independent. Nobody is. Everybody depends on other people.
Fine. Technically, you're correct. Everyone depends on somebody. This is an argument for God. Oh yeah, the baker depends on like the builder who buys his house and all those different things. And we all rely on each other, even if you're off grid. You rely on like nature or something for your calories and that type of stuff. I get it. Everyone depends on something, but you're doing it abnormally. You're doing it in an abnormally high amount.
Everyone does.
Yeah, but not as necessarily charity. I depend on him to edit the videos, but I pay him.
And y'all have a contract.
But I pay him.
Right. And y'all have a contract, I'm sure. Right? Yeah. Sometimes it's contractual. Sometimes it's not. And that's
you're just trying to use your family bond.
My parents, it's not contractual.
How long have they been doing it?
Since I quit in CRM.
Well, when was that?
That was 2016, right after Trump was elected, and I had a bit of a mental breakdown.
Okay, so
and he has Trump derangement syndrome too. So 2016, bro, it's been 7 years. 7 freaking years, and you haven't gotten over it.
years they've been doing it. Yeah. Now, if mental health things,
Yep.
if there's mental health things, that is where I 100% say, okay, mental health is very real and we take care of that, but that has not necessarily been brought up. If there are mental health things, this is where people should absolutely get help. I'm one of the biggest advocates that I can think of in my own life of therapy, all this good. If that is a specific reason for things, then there are justifications behind it.
But go and actually fix those issues.
Breakdown in that situation,
I've had several.
Or try to do some coping.
I'm
pretty honest about it, you know.
Go good.
Because I think it's helpful to talk about it. Absolutely. Yeah, I've had several mental breakdowns.
Okay.
Okay, and getting help in those situations should not be discouraged.
They're kind of like reasonable, you know? Like when absolutely horrible things happen to you that you can't explain, that's kind of bad, you know?
Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
But there's like healthier coping mechanisms.
God.
Oh, it's okay. Mental health is.
Oh, nothing works on this acne.
Hi. Who? I'm a licensed dermatology provider.
Should he have gone on this show?
Except our brains, really. This is just our shell that we're walking around in to like exist. But we are only.
I don't know if he was really up for going on the show.
I take incredibly seriously. I advocate for therapy and everything like that. And when you are in that situation, that's where things are 100% excusable. Where I struggle is leaning on the parents in a situation where maybe you're not dealing with anything. I don't know if you are, that you haven't indicated one way or the other, but then not willing to cut back. And that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
I'm
that's not going to get in there.
Back. I mean, I used to be very successful, you know.
Then you wouldn't have needed to cut back then. He's saying when you can't afford it, you have to cut back. You're not making anything right now. You're not in your glory days. You have to just accept it, grit and bear it until you figure out what you're going to do.
In this country who are getting themselves on a better foot, who are climbing out of their debt situations, who are trying to improve their retirement, are not going out to eat once a month, and they are working double jobs. Those are the people that have cut back. Those are the people that I look up to as like the bravest among us, who are kicking, sacrificing their entire life to better their entire life for their kids' lives, for their entire family's lives. That's what I picture as cut back.
Yeah.
Well,
very true.
How do I do that while also trying to network and get the things that I like? I'm trying to network at the same time.
Do you need all of this to network?
Do you need the taquitos to network?
Not all of it. Like
do you have business meetings in the 7-Eleven?
I mean, I looked at it like when I was preparing to come on the show. I was like, dang, like a lot of that's waste. Like,
And other helpful things.
But you won't give up the taquitos.
As simple as a budget. Just starting a budget. I'm not going to break down your whole budget because I don't think it's going to do a lot right now, but just budgeting and following some basic guidelines. As soon as you can get out of this debt, I want you to be able to retire. Because this is where I was trying to go, but I wasn't
he's 41 and has no retirement, so when being able to retire seems to rely a lot on compound growth. Don't know how this is going to go at 41.
To get to. What I fear is if your parents don't have much to pass on, you in your 40s, in a couple decades, when you're into that where you can start collecting distributions from your retirement accounts, you won't have anything. I fear that you are going to be forced in order to live because you won't have anyone backing your rent. You will turn out into the very sad situation that we see today where people are dying essentially on the Walmart floor because they're just trying to afford survival. And that's what I fear. And that's where I don't want you to be because I'm rooting for you.
Yeah, I don't think that I will end up there because I am pretty talented. Like, I can always find something, you know, just like my usual daily hustles, although it doesn't really add up to much.
Well, exactly. You need to be able to pay to live.
It needs to be more consistent. You know, I need That's why Uber Eats might be consistent. Like that'll be more than 1 or 2 things a day, right? It's just like
it's when you want to do it.
But it's steady, right?
I assume in a big city like this, yeah, it would be.
Oh, I'll give that a try. Yeah.
I hope you do.
Yeah, I think that actually might work.
And I hope you make some sacrifices. I hope you make a budget. I hope you take care of your mental health because that is everything. And I hope you pay this off as quick as possible. And I hope you start contributing to retirement in some way.
Yeah.
I'm nervous for you, and I just want to be. I just want to say that very clearly. I'm nervous, but
I'm nervous for myself.
Dude,
I wonder why.
Just go work a job that doesn't feel values you for a bit while you look for that career position. Yeah. Bring in some money now and take care of the situation. And no more signing those checks when they come in the mail.
Yeah.
We've learned our lesson there.
Yeah, that's bad news. That's bad news.
Yeah.
I'll let you have the final word.
I don't know. Thank you for having me on. It's tough.
Okay.
It's good. We got into it, but it's worth it.
It's all from love.
Right on, man. Appreciate it, Caleb. Thanks.
Did he end up hating him because of the reaction?
One, I thought he was going to punch me. I'm very glad my face is not punched. I know I have a punchable face, and I thought he was going to leave, but thank you for sticking around, sir. Hammer financial score 0 out of 10. I mean, there's nothing else that can be said. Collecting rent from your parents in your 40s, not having any retirement, being in payday loans, 100% interest rate. It's hard to give a score above 0. So, yeah, make sure to check out all the resources in the description below, and don't forget to follow my Instagram and Twitter. Thanks.
Okay, this guy displays every single trait I would look for in someone I explicitly do not want to hire. Yeah, no, I feel like he would be a nightmare to work with. I'm not a baby. I'll walk out of this interview if you call me a baby. It's the exact thing that a grown baby would say. Dude lives off his parents, but doesn't even know their age. They must be real proud. Yeah. I like how he got up to leave and saw Caleb wasn't saying come back and just decided to sit back down. Yeah. If you ever think it's worth your time arguing with a stranger online, just know it's this type of person. Oh, they totally would see this. They would totally see this. Maybe not, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was like going around if like someone saw him. But they're like, hey, it's that guy. But yeah. I think this might be even like crazier than I remembered. And I'm not even like upset that I missed out on bingo, just because I feel like this one's not necessarily a finance one as much as this is like really early Caleb Springer. Like super early Caleb Springer type stuff. And that's entertaining in its own way. So that's interesting. I will say I will reserve the right to back out on this if it's like too much but I will say if anyone wants help budgeting, I have like a template that I like to use, but it's a lot easier if you tell me which categories you specifically want, so I can make those for anyone if you just email me at my business email, which is on YouTube. But yeah. Thank you guys for coming. Thank you, Binya. Thank you, Dr. Malley, for coming by, even though that I think he's sleeping right now. But I think this was fun. Yeah, this was fun. We'll do this again at some point. Tomorrow, I might just do something somewhat random, just because I feel like I kind of want to test out a few more things. I'm gonna experiment with audio and stuff. Oh yeah, no, Monday is gonna be crazy. I'm hyped for Monday. Ah, I'm gonna try to bring a friend in too. So we're gonna be. This is gonna be interesting. This is gonna be so interesting. I'm hyped. I'm hyped for Monday. But yeah. So yeah. Thanks everybody. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.